The Girl Who Spoke to Shadows. In a village surrounded by endless fields of lavender, there lived a girl named Luma who could speak to shadows. No one else could hear them, of course. To everyone else, shadows were just the absence of light, passive, silent things. But to Luma, they whispered. Soft, curious voices that came alive when the sun dipped low and the moon rose high. At first, the villagers feared her. Strange child, they'd mutter, talking to things that aren't real. They avoided her in daylight and locked their shutters tight when the sky turned purple. Luma didn't mind. The shadows were her friends. There was the shadow of the ancient oak tree, who had watched generations pass, the shadow of the baker's cat, who shared stories of mice that danced at night, and the shadow of the well, deep and old, who spoke in riddles and songs. But one evening, something changed. A stranger came to the village. He wore dark, elegant clothes and carried no lantern. His smile was bright, but his own shadow whispered nothing. Not a word. Luma noticed. She followed him quietly, listening to the other shadows. They trembled when he passed. They bent away from him, shivered against stone walls, hid in corners. Even the shadow of the oak whispered, "Danger walks in the skin of charm." That night, the moon turned red. The stranger went to the village square, raising his hands high. From his feet, darkness uncurled, not shadow, but something deeper. Something wrong. It began to stretch, crackle, and consume the light. But Luma stepped forward. The shadows, her shadows, came with her. They surged like waves, quiet but vast. The shadows of every stone and tree and sleeping bird rose up and wrapped around the dark stranger like silk. They didn't fight with force. They simply held him, whispered to him, reminded him of the light he had long forgotten. When morning came, the stranger was gone. In his place was only a coat and no shadow. From then on, the village looked at Luma differently. They still didn't understand her, but they respected her. The girl who spoke to shadows had saved them with whispers, not weapons. And though the village still locked their shutters at night, many began leaving a single candle burning, a soft glow to keep their shadows company.